Hi, I'm Jesse.
Whoa. Oh.
And along with Alan.
This is creepy.
And Anna.
This is Stigmata.
Yeah.
We make up the Trails to the Unknown team. We've made it our mission to explore and investigate the supernatural mysteries of the world. We don't always find what we're looking for.
We called a jet in.
But the journey is always the best part. As we hit the road and adventure into the unknown.
It's in there.
Is there someone here?
After filming of the Helltown episode, Alan and Anna moved away from Ohio to Colorado, but that didn't stop us from pursuing our dreams of following the unknown. I visited them next summer, and of course, we had to go on an adventure.
Hey man, what's up? Welcome to Colorado. Jesse's still half asleep. He just flew in.
I'm still like numb, man.
He landed about 3 hours ago.
I'm still letting it all soak in, but I'm super excited to be out here in Colorado, kind of getting the band back together, sort of thing.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be a good time. So Alan and Anna can tell you definitely more about where we're heading tonight.
Where are we going?
Yeah, that place.
Oh, the Hamill House.
So we're meeting our friend Anne Marie there.
Yeah, and we kind of met her with some other projects we did. There's something on my shoulder up ahead. It's huge. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Oh, sorry.
And she's arranged a private investigation of the Hamill House Museum, which has a rich history of hauntings, and she'll tell you all about it when we get there.
Before we met Anne Marie, Alan and Anna showed me around Georgetown.
Can you just imagine this place with dirt roads back in the day?
Wait a minute. Yes.
Don't strain too hard.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the view is like ridiculous.
Isn't it cool?
Beware of the cat.
Make sure to open the door slowly and shut it quickly.
I wonder how many times the cat got out before they put that sign.
Yeah.
It was time to meet Anne Marie at her shop, The Belgian Rabbit, where she runs historical and ghost tours.
It's good to meet you.
Pleasure as well.
Welcome
Thank you.
to Silver Queen Walking Tours.
Awesome.
My name's Anne Marie Cannon, and I run a business called the Silver Queen Walking Tours. We do historical walking tours and themed walking tours. Our most popular is the ghost tours. So I've gotten pretty heavy into this stuff, and I hooked up with you guys, and I think it's kind of cool that I'm kind of just fell into it.
Joining us on the investigation, we'd have Elisa Reynolds, a costume designer and tour volunteer.
So do you you volunteer or you work at the Hamill House?
I work with Anne Marie
Oh, okay.
for Silver Queen Walking Tours,
Oh, okay.
and when I do volunteer, oftentimes it is at the Hamill House through historic Georgetown.
So have you had some experiences with some of the ghosts of the past here?
I've had doors slam at the Hamill House in the middle of tours, and weird noises and little things that I've noticed because as you're prattling on and telling these stories, you also somewhat kind of keep an ear out for things.
So do you think that's a good place to go to investigate the paranormal?
I would think so.
Excellent.
Good start.
With that, there was one more thing we had to do before leaving for the Hamill House.
Unique
What kind of
mix.
look is he going for here?
We're off to the Hamill House now.
Right, we're gonna go to the Ham House.
No, the Hamill House. Like
Put an
what's
H
Luke
on it.
Skywalker?
Mark
Hamill.
He's a direct descendant.
Of the Hamill family.
Yeah, the Hamill family.
Oh, there's a Hamill House right here. So
Yeah,
Mark
so-
Hamill is literally descendants of this family?
That's what they say.
Well, dude, why couldn't we get Mark Hamill to come out here?
He's gonna be here, don't worry.
No, seriously?
No, not
Oh.
seriously.
So first impression here, just us going in.
There's a big step up, so
Okay.
don't miss that. Oh. And now we'll enter the boudoir. I'm just kidding, it's the dining room.
Check out the wall.
Oh, the carpet is really cool, that electric blue. Wow. This is, wow. Oh my god, the wallpaper.
So Jesse, first impression?
Walking initially through the doorway, it was like, okay, kind of give that impression of just an old house, but walking to here, it's like, boom, everything's opulent.
Next, we brought in Elisa to see if her period costume would stir up any spirits.
Does it feel any different since she's come in? To you?
I don't know, I kind of felt a little I felt the history, I guess, more than anything when it came in.
Yeah.
Do you feel anything? Upstairs?
Okay.
This is home for us.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's like home.
Well, it is dark though. When I do a tour at night, and it's dark, and I have to come into the back of the house because you have to come in the back of the house and open the stairs down to the basement. I get the creeps, and I'm starting to get the creeps a little bit being in here at night. Do you have any weird experiences right now?
Before we went upstairs, Anne-Marie took us into the conservatory to tell us about the history of the property.
Yeah, so you want to tell us a little bit about the house?
Sure. So the house was originally built in 1867, and it was the front part of the house. It was built by a man named Joseph Watson. His brother-in-law, William Arthur Hamill, who had just finished fighting in the Civil War on the Union side, had decided to come out here. He left his family back in Philadelphia. He came out here. Unfortunately for Joseph Watson, he lost everything by 1874-ish. William Arthur Hamill moves in the house. He ends up eventually buying the house for back taxes. William Arthur Hamill, oh gosh, when does he die? He dies in the early 1900s. But when the house was taken over by the historic organization, they wanted to return it back to I guess they call it the period of interpretation, which would be when Hamill was here.
So can you tell us a little bit about the darker history here? You know, people have died, the kind of the darker things that happened here.
Sure, yeah, I can show you some of those things. I can take you around the house and I'll show you some of that.
That'd be great.
All right, let's go.
So, of course, this is the dining room. This is where the Hamills would have entertained their guests.
So did anything kind of dark happen in this room?
Well, I can tell you a couple things that have happened here. Several years back, we had our first actual paranormal investigation. A group came in, and it was the day after we had a big celebration with the Hamill descendants. And there was a lot of activity. It wasn't really dark, though. There was a sense that it was actually Priscilla McKee who was married to William Arthur Hamill. We were talking about this lovely needlepoint up there that had been presented to historic Georgetown. And there was this sense that she was here, that she was happy. The other thing that just happened here, I think it was 2 weekends ago, I was doing a ghost tour, and I had a group, I had a woman who was actually a psychic, and she walked in the house, and she said, "Oh, hello," and I was like, "Oh, do share," you know. And so she actually saw two people that, after talking to her, I think they were related to the house. The first one was a young woman who was a servant. She said she was sort of flirtatious, and I don't really know that much about that personality. The other one was, she said there was a young man. She said he had a mustache and he had a very distinctive part. I had her look through the book, because we have a book here that has pictures of the Hamills and the Watsons, and that's a young man with a distinctive part, and when she did that, I thought of him immediately. So that's William Arthur Hamill Jr., and he had a very troubled relationship with his father, and and just at the end of 1889, he died of a self-inflicted gun wound at the ranch that he was banished to.
So you mentioned some other areas in the house where you think there might have been some experiences.
Well, I was thinking about going up into the attic.
The what?
I think she said the attic.
The attic.
The attic. It looks like two horns poking up from the other side. Right there.
Why don't you?
You can go first. It's cool.
Why don't you, Phil?
Oh, come on.
Watch your head.
So this is the third floor. So, and we've had a couple things that have happened up here. One of them was there was a executive director who worked here, and across the way there's a building that she worked in, and her son was with her at work one day, and he was looking over to these windows over here. He said, "Mommy, why is there a woman in the window up there?" And there was nobody in the house. The house was locked. So there was that. But up here on the third floor, we've had sightings of Joseph Watson. You okay there, buddy? What? Are you having an experience?
It's in there. It's in that back
What
corner.
do you feel?
It's by that staircase back there.
darkness?
Whatever it is, yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Is there someone here? Can you make your presence known so we can tell you're here? You want to go back in the corner?
Okay. Nobody wants Chelsea in a corner.
Mrs. Watson?
Mr. Watson, are you here with us right now? My ears are ringing. I don't know if that means anything.
That's interesting. You're not adjusted to the altitude either, though.
That's, yeah.
You literally went
Debunked.
from Cleveland
Debunked.
to Georgetown.
We decided to grab our gear and head back up to the attic, officially starting our investigation. Alan and I would be on one side of the attic and everyone else on the other.
So the REM pod's set up in the middle. That way, if anything tries to get from you to us, it'll have to go past here.
Yep. I'll turn off the light down there. Okay, so us ladies are over here on this side. Just sitting here initially. Do you feel anything?
No, but like Elisa said, I felt more sensation when we were up here before.
There's something up here,
Okay.
but it's not happy that we're moving around.
Okay. Can you tell where it is?
It's behind me.
We've got the plasma generator going. We'll see what happens with that. Alan's over here with me. Sorry, it's getting a little blurry, but basically we're going to be here a while, so I'm just trying to get comfortable.
It was at this point while setting up that we had our first anomaly, a potential orb go across the camera. Here is a comparison of the anomaly movement with other dust particles.
We're just about settled here. We've got the plasma ball going. We got this right down here in between Alan and I.
And here we have our second anomaly, a strange mist or light in the bottom right corner that appears to be larger than any dust particles would be. This would not be the last time we would see something like this.
And we have the Ovilus, it's up there on top of the bookcase. It said boy in mind so far.
Joseph? Mr. Watson? Are you here, Mr. Watson?
If you'd like to let us know you're here, there's this meter here. You can go by it and it'll let us know that you're here. Do you still feel a presence over there?
It's moving around the hallway.
Okay.
This is a plasma ball we use to generate energy that the spirits can use. And also, if nobody touches it and all of a sudden it does that, that would be really interesting. So if there are any spirits here, can you come touch this device in front of me?
Anything? I don't feel a thing.
Earlier it did seem like there was something here. It's gone now.
grab behind us. It's really quiet down here. How to go down there?
Nothing.
We're gonna, you guys wanna go, are you gonna stay up here or are you gonna go down?
We were gonna go down.
We're upstairs in the attic and we're in the newer part of the house. I mean, newer being still 1800s, but we're gonna move up to the front part of the house, which is the old part of the attic where the guy that used to live here is supposedly seen and he's not happy.
Yes, let's go over here. Let's go in here.
Yeah.
Let's get comfy. And that is not creepy at all.
So now in the nursery.
Does anyone in here know a song? Like a jump rope song that you would sing? Could you sing it for us? We'd love to hear it.
Did that do it on its own?
Yep. A little. Just said garden.
Oh, okay. We can see you.
It said holy, what's going on?
What? Is it really? Why is it going off like that?
I don't know.
They show us a game. You can play a game. You can go over there and mess with that red light.
While the ladies weren't getting much activity, we turned the spirit box on.
If there's any spirits here, can you please tell us your name? Boy, I do not feel good being right here.
Why?
Huh?
You don't?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Is anyone here? Are you happy that we're here? Are you afraid of us? Evening. Yeah, it's dark out now and we can't see you.
Good evening.
Oh,
Jesus.
it just said devil.
Are you
angry?
Are you trapped here?
Oh man, I got serious chills.
I did too, but that's just a natural reaction to that.
Wow.
You know, if you are here with us, sir, you know, we do just want affirmation that you are here with us. So if there's anything you can do right now, a noise, a sound, a push to let us know you're here.
Shy.
It just said shy.
You don't have to be shy. I mean, that's okay. We don't want to. What?
I know you probably had strong faith. Many people that lived here, especially in the time period that you did.
Witch.
Okay. Are you saying that the stuff we have here is the tools of witches? Witchcraft? These are things you may not have seen before.
After that, we didn't get any more answers from the Ovilus, so we decided to move on.
I'll radio to her and tell her we're coming downstairs. Anna, this is Jesse. Be advised, Alan and I are coming down now.
I'm really interested to know if your death was caused by suicide or was it truly an accident. I'd really like to know the answer to that because I know that you had a really troubled relationship with your father. That must have been devastating.
Be advised, Alan and I are coming down now.
We got our response.
Next, we'd explore other areas of the Hamill House property, everyone going to the office building next door, while I went to the basement, alone.
Goodbye. Glad I flew out here. Oh my God. I've got the laser grid set up. You can see it over me. So this is the cool part. Anything moves through this, it's going to create like this shadow effect. The EMF meter. I'm going to set it right below the, but here's what you'll hear it as soon as I touch this.
saying things.
The word and range nothing.
You could go in there. That was William Arthur Hamill's office.
Oh,
This is where the paymaster was.
okay.
What's it saying?
I have to tell Jesse about that one.
What?
No, it said scratch.
Scratch?
Yeah.
Did it say Roger?
It did say Roger.
Any Roger that you know?
James Grafton Rogers' picture is right up here. This is James Grafton Rogers.
Kelly?
He's the guy that is basically responsible for Georgetown being so well preserved.
Oh, wow.
Is there anybody here that wants to present themselves to us? Let us know that you're here. You can manipulate this red light, this REM pod.
You want to try the spirit box?
Something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Is there someone here? Who's here?
Something over there now.
Here is the noise again. This was the only time they heard a click or a pop while they were in the office.
I feel like something's there.
Upstairs.
Or just in that area.
What do you guys have any
You mean like
feelings?
it's hanging out on the staircase?
When I started to walk away, something creaked, but it wasn't me. It was over there on the other side of the room.
Meanwhile, in the basement, I heard something that could have been pipes, but also sounded awfully similar to something being slid across the floor.
Is there anybody here that might want to talk about us being here? Okay. I just heard something. It was upstairs. Talk about us being here. I couldn't tell. It was a water pipe thing? Or something sliding on a floor. So now I've moved the camera actually under the floor of the basement, aiming directly at, on the left there you see some shelves, and the rest of it basically goes into all the way to the back to the staircase that's there.
In the office, Alan turned on the spirit box and got an interesting result.
If there are any spirits here, can you tell us your name? That's different.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting about that? It went across frequency sweeps.
Oh, it did, yeah.
The beeping response continued.
Is this your off? How many spirits are in this room right now?
You heard 6?
We're having a lot of trouble hearing you. Can you really focus your energy very strongly? We want to know who we're talking to, so can you please tell us your name? It is really hot.
It is.
Is anyone here? That seems to be in response.
Does anybody know,
Is that Morse code?
that's what I'm
I
wondering.
don't know.
That sounds like Morse code to me. But that sound like Morse code.
That was
It did,
really strange.
yeah.
We were unable to determine if the beeping was Morse code, but perhaps someone else out there will be able to. After the spirit box, the rest of the gang went upstairs to the second floor of the office building.
What was that?
Terms, police, government.
What kind of weird things did you have happen in here if people were...
Drunk. It said police, government, and drunk. Several.
Several drunks.
Heat.
It is hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
We didn't think about it at the time, but heat might be referring to the slang term for police, a word the Ovulus had just mentioned.
Camera. Do you see a camera?
I don't know, I almost feel like a cold air on my back of my neck.
Where's the?
It's not real strong. I don't know, I can't pick it up.
Try.
Oh, I expected to see a window or something.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Okay. Duly noted, the Ovulus said ceiling while I was pointing this at the ceiling.
Back in the basement, I continued to try to make contact.
You can walk up just like this and go. That's all you have to do.
Here was the second time that a strange mist appeared on the camera.
Lady. Is there a lady here?
Where is the Ovulus? Is it too close to the monitor?
I don't know.
Because I think the monitor is on.
Okay, let's try moving it.
Give me a beat. If there are any spirits here, can you tell us your name?
I said iron.
Iron? What? Wait,
Southern.
wait.
What?
There was a noise right before that said its thing.
Really? Behind you? It said club.
Yeah, it sounded like if you took a candy wrapper, whoosh, and then that said something, whoosh, and then that said something.
Southern. Okay, club. Okay.
What?
They called Priscilla McKee the Southern Battle Axe.
Robert. Walter and Robert.
Names in a row.
Yeah.
The air got colder again.
We hear stories about people being here. Do you just not come down here? Do you not stay in the basement? Alright, I just heard a knock upstairs.
Soon after the knock, the camera picked up on one of our more intriguing pieces of evidence. As you hear a strange warping sound, you'll see the plasma ball shudder along with it. We have no explanations for this phenomenon.
I haven't heard anything. Only thing I heard was sound like the sound that maybe your toilets make occasionally. I don't know what that is, but
Here is one more potential orb right by my head.
so I'm gonna pack this up down here, head upstairs.
I came back upstairs and set up the plasma ball in the dining room for one last attempt at communication.
There's paper, crumpled up paper in the trash can here that might have moved.
Can you do that again? Can you crumple the paper again?
Sift.
Does that correlate with iron in any way?
Sift and iron.
Yeah.
It's really interesting that it's spewing out words sitting way up there.
Mm-hmm.
Roger. Again.
That's weird.
It's the third time, isn't it?
Yeah.
We heard Robert and Roger.
With our time at the Hamill House wrapping up, Alan, Anna, Anne-Marie, and Elisa headed down from the office.
There's somebody here with me now. Oh. I just really got like intense full body chills. Like that was not just like a breeze chill. That was different.
Everyone met up again in the dining room to talk about our experiences.
So I was sitting there, and I had those two things there with the camera filming towards me, just trying to come up with a different way to shoot.
Yeah.
And initially I just got a chill, you know, like you just get a chill from cool air or whatever. It was very superficial, but then it just like kept going.
It's pretty quiet tonight, but that doesn't mean there's nothing here. The office is definitely active.
I'm really intrigued by the Morse code in the office. That was really unusual and interesting. And even in the office upstairs, that whole Priscilla exchange, Southern battle axe, it came out as Southern club and iron. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, they changed it. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, glad we were able to do this.
That was good. All right, so we just got done with our investigation at the Hamill House, and definitely had some creepy things happen for sure. The office area was especially active, I think, today. In that back office, it seemed like there was a lot going on there.
Yeah, Jesse braved the basement.
Yeah, I went down to the basement, and I was down there about a half hour. You know, nothing really happened though, but it was still a cool experience.
And the Hamill House, do we think it's haunted? Are we unsure or what?
I think, you know, based on a little bit of stuff we had going on tonight and some of the stories and the history of this place, I think there's a good possibility.
I think there's definitely some presences here.
There's all sorts of presents.
Yeah.
And I want presents.
I
want some cake.
I want the cake.
Christmas.
Yeah. Do
We have cake?
Anna?
Do we have strawberry shortcake?
We might
have cake.
Let's get it.
Right, let's go get some cake. So, we're rolling out from the Hamill House. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Jesse just went, in my ear. I got the shoes, man.
Chamber pot?
No, I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
And scene.